Welcome to this introduction to U.S. classroom culture, which aims to help you understand your role as a student. Students' roles are based upon values of U.S. culture and may be different from what you experience in your home country. This difference may include student and faculty responsibilities and freedom of choice and personal responsibility, and classroom participation and independent thinking. We'll start with student and faculty responsibilities. In a U.S. classroom, learning is a shared responsibility between the faculty and student. The faculty's responsibility is to introduce topics or ideas and provide opportunities for students to understand the material. Provide students with a syllabus that outlines class schedules, assignment deadlines, and class policies. Hold office hours so students can talk with them outside of class. As a student, your responsibilities include, but are not limited to, reading and understanding the syllabus, reading assignments and preparing for each class according to the syllabus, listening and taking notes during the class, thinking critically about class material to draw individual conclusions, participating in class discussions, and completing quizzes, tests, papers, and other projects. Please note that each faculty will have his or her own style of teaching and evaluation, so you should observe and adjust to each faculty's expectations. Next, we'll talk about freedom of choice and personal responsibility. As a student in the United States, you have choices you may not have had in your home country. Depending on your academic program and teachers, your choices may include which classes you take, when and how much you study, whether or not you attend class. Faculty and staff can guide you, however, it's up to you to make responsible choices to make the most of your learning experience at Georgia Tech. With this freedom of choice comes great personal responsibility. In the United States classroom, you are responsible for understanding the teacher's expectations, learning the material, and completing your assignments by the stated deadline. Because of this, you are permitted and expected to ask questions if you do not understand something on the syllabus, if you do not understand a policy, if you are struggling with the assignment, concept, or process. Ask the professor or teaching assistant for help. Do not wait for them to come to you. The last topic, and what may be considered the most difficult for some international students, is classroom participation. Classroom participation is very important and relates to United States culture values of democratic principles and independent thinking. This means faculty will likely be interested in hearing your informed opinions, especially if you have a new and innovative way to approach an issue. It also means that you are permitted to disagree with other students and sometimes the faculty with educated statement or opinions. The expected level of classroom participation may be challenging for you if classroom participation was limited in your home country, you're not sure when and how to speak up, especially if you disagree with someone, you are not confident in your English language skills, discussions move too fast or contain unfamiliar cultural references. Overcoming these challenges may be difficult, but you should work to overcome them because many faculty include classroom participation in their grading scale. Faculty and other students want to hear diverse ideas and opinions. Learning and practicing how to respectfully disagree with someone in the classroom will help you develop an important skill that you can use later in the United States employment. It is even okay to disagree with teachers and other students as long as you speak in polite and civil manner, offer informed ideas and opinions based on knowledge and experience. Here are a few tips for participating in classroom discussions. Observe each teacher's classroom management style to know if you know when it's okay to speak up. Write down your questions and comments before class. Remember that speaking up in the class will become easier with practice. So let's review some important concepts. Learning in the United States rests largely on students and is considered the interactive process. You are ultimately responsible for your learning experience and you have many responsibilities as a student. Participating in classroom discussions is acceptable and may even be something you are graded on. And remember, if you do not understand something, ask questions. Georgia Tech faculty and staff are here to help. Read each class syllabus carefully and make sure you understand all expectations clearly. If you do not understand, ask questions. Share your opinions and perspectives in class and study groups, even if you disagree with someone. Thank you, and we're looking forward to meeting you.